Hi there, Gypsy Soul Hippie Heart here. I'm going to do a reading for you today. I'm trying to catch up on some of the ones that I missed throughout Christmas and New Year's. I had a bunch of decks shuffled. Let me just move this back over. Got a bunch of decks shuffled. I got a little deck that is mine that I made up. Gypsy Soul, Hippie Heart, just made out of a little wisdom deck here, made out of colored paper, and I kind of colored them in there. When I was shuffling the cards, the card that I got was honor yourself and your body. So I'm gonna say that is an energy that we are needing to focus on. I know myself, I do. This whole staying inside thing hasn't always been very nice to some of us. So just remember to honor yourself and honor your body, and don't look at yourself as anything but as divinely perfect. And our shapes will change, our bodies will change, our thoughts and beliefs will change. But what never ever changes is the fact that we are a divine being of love. And we should honor ourselves and we should honor each other. So I'm going to say that. Kind of a different deck to shuffle because it's paper. Just, but if I get it right, there we go. If I don't try to do an edge shuffle, I'm going to get and they shuffle nicely. Okay, so just going to pull. Okay, I'm hearing two cards. This one here. Soften up, be gentle, be kind, and forgive. Okay, so yeah, great time here that we need to work on ourselves, work on not being so rigid, because that's what the energy is out there is very rigid. Don't do this, don't go there, you can't do this, you can't be with your family. And so that's making us all a little edgy. And so remember the heart, remember to come from the heart chakra, clear it if you need to. You can use sage, you can use, I got a Palo Santo stick here. I have some lemongrass going, and of course my candles, and the Palo Santo stick here, and then just let it smoke a little bit. Ask for it to clear whatever you need to clear and release, and let go of whatever you need to let go of. I did a little thing for myself today. Hopefully it helps me to lighten up. Soften. Remember to use our heart chakra. And when we have things of the past that are bothering us, remember that people change, we change, and we expect other people to change too, and they will. And that doesn't mean whether or not we're supposed to go back to them or not, but it does mean that people change. And if we can, we have to give people the right to do that too. So I'm just going to let that smoke a little bit. And when we change, it actually gives the people around us the ability to change, because we change the energy. And so the forgiveness isn't just for ourselves or for other people. It's for both. It's not just to forgive somebody else, but it's to forgive our part in it too. So whatever that might be. And the next card we got is be playful and flirt. So when you're in a relationship, remember to be loving, to be kind. There isn't the things anymore. Like I find that when we're in relationships, they're really good in the beginning, and then they kind of fizzle out. And we have to remember that those things that got us interested or caught our eye before to do that. And so this is definitely saying, be playful and flirt, with the one you love. Okay, so that is a body and a little bit of self and a little bit of relationship. So we'll see what reading we have here. I've got a bunch of decks out. I have the Quantum Oracle deck. I have the Whispers of Love. I have the Whispers of Ocean. I have the Queen of the Moon Oracle. And I have, I call that Baron Reed, the Oracle of the Seven Energies. So I am being drawn to 2 for sure. I'm going to go. Just grab this here. This is the Whispers of Oceans by Angela Hartfield. I love her deck. Beautiful blues, beautiful, beautiful blues. Okay. What I want to start doing is I want to make up my own. I got that one. My own spread. I thought of it this morning. I kind of know how I want to do it, so I will do that and give us a little bit of once in a while. I won't use it all the time, but once in a while a kind of a floor plan to follow. Right now, I just do whatever the universe, the cards, the angels, the guides want us to know, because it's information that we might be asking, questions we might be asking, information we might be looking for. Okay, so right now what we have is adrift in shallow waters. So take a few deep breaths and reconnect with your inner peace. Notice all the small things and appreciate them. So that's the first card. And that really kind of follows suit with what we have here of honor your body, the soften up, be gentle, be kind, forgive, and be playful and flirt. So it's that, take that deep breath, center yourself, and ground yourself to earth. Oh, I can feel that. So what you can do is you can envision the white light of the Holy Spirit coming down through us, universal Christ energy, coming through us, down through our chakras, between our legs is the one to the earth chakra is the root chakra. That's the first chakra that this line of energy flows through the soul star, the crown chakra, the third eye, the throat, the high heart, the heart chakra, the solar plexus. Just below the navel is the sacral, and then the root chakra. And imagine this line just tethering us all the way down into the earth. Have this ribbon of sorts or energy line or whatever you want to see it as, roots, you can see it as tree roots, coming down into the earth, going into the core. And imagine the core of the earth. Well, I'm just going to use this one here because she's nice. It's my crystal ball. So just imagine the core of the earth and this string or roots of a tree grasping onto the core of the earth and just tethering us to it. And actually envision yourself giving it a little pull to make sure it's tight. And then feel yourself, and it's really good to do this while you're standing, and then feel yourself, feel connected to the earth, to above, to ourselves, and to all our chakras in between. So this card is telling us that we're adrift in shallow waters. So sometimes we feel like we're drowning. Sometimes we feel like there's nowhere to go. But if we just stand up and ground ourselves, we'll realize the water is a lot shallower than we thought. Reconnect with your inner peace and notice the small things and appreciate them. So notice, even when you feel like you're drowning, like there's no place to go, we don't have anything right now, there's nothing we can do, think about the small things. Is there things, I just thought of this, is there just things even around your house that you want to change, you want to clean up, declutter, get rid of, clothes, things you don't use anymore? If you do that, that'll free up that space. I'm always changing the things that I have in my house. Actually, I'm in my boyfriend's place, so I'm changing up I've got small spaces. So I just change up what I have and I have things in storage, and I just kind of go and pick through stuff that's in storage and change it up, because I don't have a very big place to put my stuff, and I have lots of little crystals and books and cards and things that I love. So I change them up to make it feel new again. The next card is childlike devotion. You are multi-talented, complex being. Embrace and love who you are. So this reading is really about self-discovery and knowing. Aren't they beautiful cards? Like, they're just so detailed. They're just beautiful. I love them. Use your imagination. The things you used to like to do that were healthy and freeing of your spirit, do that again. What maybe there's craft, maybe there's a talent you had, maybe there's things you like to work on, maybe there's something you need to revisit with people in your life, or touch base, text somebody, get on the computer, do whatever, do FaceTime. This is about reconnecting to ourselves and understanding that we are more than just what we are told. Go get a job. You got to do this. You got to do that. Why aren't you doing this? Or why are you doing this? Well, there's something inside of me that tells me this is what I want to do, and I'm going to do it, whether it makes me $1 million or not, right? Like, I love doing card readings. I love connecting with spirit and that, and it doesn't make me any money. I don't charge anything for it, although I am thinking about doing readings. But it's something that I love to do, and if I don't do it, I'm not me. And so anybody who tells me I shouldn't do it, too bad. Go away. Plain and simple. Go away. You have to do those things that nurture your soul and are fun and playful, right? Like children. They can always find something to do. Even when they say, oh, I'm bored. 2 minutes later, they're playing with something else. So find your niche. In the light of the moon, the full moon can shine light on what you've been resisting. This can be anything from fears to your soul's beauty. Wow. So are we resisting to let go of those things? I didn't show you that card. Those things that we are fearful of letting go of. This is a whale. This card is a great strength, great magnitude. It propels itself, this huge body, through water, and yet can jump out of the water with grace. So we have to remember that. We have to remember that we have strength and power within us that we have forgotten, that have maybe pushed aside or gotten too busy doing other things. So let's make sure that we connect with ourselves, with the power that is inside of us, with the magic that is inside of us, with the creativity, with the strength that we have, and let go of those fears, push them aside, and then make sure they don't stop us. And anybody that wants to magnify your fears or belittle you or call you down or make you feel insignificant, I just want to say run. Run, even if it's to another room, to center yourself and tell yourself, I'm not that which somebody else has an opinion of. I'm not. I'm not that which somebody else's opinion of me. I am me. And no matter whether I'm feeling low today, low energy today, I'm still powerful. I still have that within me, no matter what else is there, no matter what else shows. I'm still always powerful. Convey your meaning. Reflect on the way you communicate with others and with yourself. Be sure to express your thoughts and feelings from your heart with respect and sincerity. Okay. So you can tell somebody, hey, what you're saying to me right now isn't giving me all warm and fuzzy. It's making me feel like an eel who wants to sting you. And I really don't want to be that person that stings back. So please change how you talk to me so I can show you the best me that I am. And I know that you're a better you than you're showing me. So remember that how we communicate and how we express ourselves is very, very important. And how we let others treat us is very, very important. Use your heart. Come from respect. And I am going to the whispers of love. So we have the turtle here too. I want to say this. We have the turtle here. And the turtle has an armor on, so it's protected. And as it ventures out, its softer parts get shown, right? Like its head, its arms, and legs, and that kind of thing. But it always has that ability to retract and hide in. Although a turtle looks like on the ground moves slowly in water, it can actually move fairly fast. So remember that things can change, even though if they feel really stuck and really stagnant, they can change. And there's a message for me right there. Did not want me to lose that one. I don't read from the book either, as you can see. My messages are strictly from what I get off the cards, the energy I get off the cards, what I hear, what I feel, what I see in my mind. And I guess that's it. Just one card. One card. Embrace your emotions. Don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. Okay, that's big. What you feel, you have every right to feel. Whether somebody says you're overreactive acting or too sensitive, there's no such thing as too sensitive. You're who you are. You're not too anything. You are just as beautiful as anybody else, as strong, as wise as anybody else. So embrace that emotional part of you, that magical part of you. Allow yourself to accept you. The minute you accept you, others will accept you. That's just the way that it is. And if they don't, they'll be ushered out by the divine. Okay. That is all for those. I'm going to go over to, I was going to go to the quantum. It keeps seeing the quantum, but I just was told to go to the Moonology. Or not Moonology, sorry, the Moon Oracle. I have the Moonology. Maybe one day. But I have this one, the Queen of the Moon Oracle. And they've all been shuffled. I just get this feeling that I need to shuffle them again. So, blossoming, flower moon. Okay, I hope you guys can see the cards better than I'm always in dim light, and I was going to open up this curtain and let some light in, but then it washes me out and you can't really see me. I look like I'm kind of glowing, so I'm trying to this way today. Flower moon blossoming. So there is that part of us. It's MasterCard is number 33. So it's a master number. It's divinely guided by the angels for us to see what we have forgotten. Something is blossoming into our lives, a chance, an opportunity, and we're supposed to trust ourselves to step forward and step out of the shells that we're in. Listen to the music being played. If you hear sounds, ask. If you're ringing in the ears, here comes the yawning. Sorry, guys. And if I yawn, it's not that I'm tired. It is energy that flows through me. I don't know what it does. I either sneeze or I yawn. It's usually yawning. And so this energy that's coming through, she's playing the violin. She's making her own music. But if you see that stream of light shooting from it, that's the power from us. That is power that is within us, that is blossoming, that is coming out. And pretty soon it's going to just burst out. And there is going to be an opportunity that presents itself for us to do. And we're supposed to jump on that wagon and do it. Okay. This is a really weird day. Okay, I'm going to go to the quantum because I keep looking there. But everything has this little feeling of wanting to be heard. Wanting to be heard and wanting to be seen. The only ones that haven't jumped out at me are the Club Baron Reed ones. They're the only ones that aren't speaking to me. I don't know. Okay. I'm going to ask the guides, my angels, oneness beings. Is there a message that we need right now that we've talked about, our bodies, we've talked about ourselves. Is there something that you want us to know? Oh, honey, yawning. Okay. Wow. Okay. When I asked that, what is it we need to know? And I heard challenging times are ahead. And I'm like, really? Really? We don't need any more of that. But then the next card that we got was the Sacred Temple. We're supposed to trust and ask for divine guidance. We're supposed to trust that things are being taken care of. That the best thing that we can do for ourselves right now is take care of ourselves. That's the best thing we can do for ourselves. Trust the sacred temple in us, and our beliefs, whatever is your higher belief. Sorry. Oh God. Here it comes. Yeah. There is something about the energy that comes through. It must be a high energy, and it must be just okay, so trust the sacred temple. Trust that all is being taken care of for us. Strengthen our beliefs. Strengthen our family bonds. Don't feel abandoned or alone, because we aren't. Reach out to those that maybe we need to. It came out of order, but it's part of this sacred temple thing. And the card just moved by itself, so it made itself known to me. It just curved. And it's the angels of the four directions. With Archangel Michael, with Archangel Raphael. We have Archangel Gabriel, Shamuel, and Uriel. That's 5. And usually Michael will stand on top and be the leader of such, the protector. And so we're supposed to call upon the higher beings to help us get through this, especially this mental state that we're in, this mental funk we're in, right? But also asking angels for, help with abundance and finances and jobs, and that's all fine. And they want us to connect to them and envision the sacred temple and the angels of the four directions. Okay, so that's that. Let go of fears. Fear has been blackening us. Like, I have a great need to be grounded. I've been wanting black again. So I need to be grounded, which grounds me into my spirituality and grounds me into my own mindset. And then I have this lovely pair of camel pants on that I just love. I don't know if I can show you them. Nah, probably can't. Probably can't get my stiff legs up there. I don't know. Can you see them, Camel? There's actually some pink in there. I like them. So I want to be grounded and I want to be camouflaged. Yeah, I'm kind of in that I don't want to be seen thing. That's part of that. I want to be seen. I want to be noticed for the person that I am. Yes. I want to be loved. Yes. But I don't need to be all out there, right? I'm not a very extroverted person. I'm not really introverted. Kind of a mixture of the two. So it's part of that, finding that balance of what we feel we are and not letting fear hold us back. It's kind of on the edge there looking over. And if anybody feels like they're on the edge looking over, please ask somebody for help. If there is somebody who is really in need, because you really feel like you're alone, know that you're not. And I've been there. I've been there where I feel like there's nobody. And there's lots of people around, but nobody that really knows me. Nobody that really sees me, that understands me. Nobody also really that encourages me. I have one or two people that do. Other than that, not really. So I have to find ways to encourage myself. I have to find ways to hold myself up and do the things that I love. Okay. This just came to me. True love. Normally I'd say this true love card is true love as a person, but I don't think this is relationship ways. It could be, but I'm seeing this person looking into this, I want to say mirror or glass or water. It's a mirror, really, but it's like if you touch it, it gets that ripple effect like water does when you drop a stone into it. And she's looking at herself, her reflection. Or it could be a twin of what appears to be a reflection. So touching what is unseen, but yet you're still touching it. So our thoughts, our feelings of something or somebody in our life, the energy still goes. It still touches them. It's a ripple effect in the pond, so to speak. You throw the rock, it looks like it disappears, but it doesn't. It just goes to the ground and sits there. It's still there. And now, if it could look up, it would be looking from the other direction, just like this girl in the mirror. So just because something is away from us, that out of sight, out of mind, isn't necessarily the way that this is wanting to portray it. It's wanting to say, true love, our feelings go deeper. whether it be a relationship, whether it be for a child, whether it be for a sibling, whether it be for family, whoever it is, or love of something of ourselves. Just because it's not seen, spoken every day, it's there. It's still there. Allow those feelings to grow and to magnetically attract and send them out to whoever. Because there's a ripple effect to our thoughts, to our feelings, to our wishes for somebody else. And again, it's saying the angels came in there at the end of that card, after that card, and said, you know, we're here. We are circling around you with great love. We are circling around you with great strength and protection. Know that we are here. Our wings are wide open. Send us to whoever we need, you want us to be sent to, and let us help them. If they can't ask for the help, send us to help them. Don't let the fear of what is going on in this world right now hold us back. Don't let the fear of this, what's going on in this world, contain our joy, stop our growth, or hold us back. Find new ways, make new ways, envision new things. Trust. New things are coming. New beginnings are coming. And don't forget, don't make yourself small. Share yourself with the world. Let's see. I want to go to a deck that I didn't pull out. I have to just go dig for it. I do know where it is. I just have to go dig for it. It's just on my shelf here. I've seen it in my mind's eye a couple of times. Was it this one? No, that one works. And then I think it's this one. Okay. Those are the ones I'm going to go to. This is the one I keep seeing. This is the one I pulled up first. I'm going to go to the Sacred Rebels. Sacred Rebels by Alana Fairchild. I think this is the most decks I've ever dipped into in the shortest amount of time. But that's okay. So this deck obviously has something to say because it has been popping into my head as the cover. And when I did go underneath there to look for cards, I saw it, didn't pull it out, and now it just said, okay, let's just do this. Whoop. Okay. You hear a buzz? That is my timer for me to go take my laundry out of the dryer, and it's just gonna have to sit there because I'm not gonna stop the reading for it. So receiving. Be open to receiving the love and the joy and the gifts that are around us. Receiving energy, receiving information, receiving finances. What we take into our bodies, food-wise, mind-wise, heart-wise, people-wise, everything. Our energy, our cells receive that, and it changes us temporarily and sometimes permanently, depending upon what we allow to stay with us. So now is a time of receiving. So allow that gift of receiving to come in. Sometimes what we have to do is release, and here she is. see that. Okay, so she's a woman. She's naked. She's got these bugs on her. And she's got these gold bracelets. And we have to learn to release those things that we don't need in us so that we can move forward. You might need to talk to somebody. You might need to do a little candle thing and releasing. Take a bath, a salt bath. Okay, I just got gossip. If you feel like somebody's gossiping about you, let it go. Release it. Send it back to sender. Thanks, but no thanks. I don't need this. It's not mine to carry. Your opinions of me don't matter. Your opinions of who I am, or what I look like, or what job I have, or what I've said in the past, or what I've done in the past, it doesn't matter. Each day is a brand new day. Release, let it go. And when I walk away from somebody, I walk away from somebody. Not that I won't ever talk to them, but if it doesn't feel right, I don't revisit it. Someone stabs me in the back, who I trust, and I let go of that. It's just my higher self and my higher good to say, I don't need it. And these little bees that are buzzing around, right, that are stopping in to see what's going on, I don't need that. I don't need that. It takes a lot to disturb me in certain things. But when I get stung, I just walk away. Sometimes I get mad. I have gotten mad. So when we get those energies up of somebody doing something to us, work it out if you can. If you can't, then walk away. Sometimes it's just not worth saying, I heard you did this. I heard you said this. And it's just not worth it. And so just, fine. You did it. It made me mad. It hurt me. Done. Because there is way too much in life. The perfection of your life. Right there. Right there. The flower of life is growing. There's life. When a woods burns, when a forest burns, it looks desolate and done for. But it regrows. It rebirths itself. New things grow that weren't there. Sometimes things need to be released and burned out to get that beauty back again. Sometimes we have to let go of what we don't want in our life that's hurting us. And beauty grows in its place. Because God doesn't take away something or send it away without bringing something better in its place. Beyond the mind, the heart beats. Okay, so beyond the mind, all those things that run amok in our brains, all those things that we get caught up in a day. We have to do this, we have to pay this, we have to, what about this? What if? Well, beyond that mind's speaking, beyond that mind's worry and stress, is a heart that beats. It's still beating no matter how much we worry. So why don't we bring that heartbeat into focus and notice we're still breathing. Take a deep breath. Take a couple deep cleansing breaths and be able to see and feel what is truly important, what truly matters. I got my cards falling. what truly matters. The universe works for us. We just have to be willing to see it and open up our eyes. Strands of beads here I see on this card. It's little pearls that are falling, and some will say, oh, it's broken. Well, but maybe now it's an opportunity to make something else, right? Maybe you don't have all the beads when they break. Make a bracelet. Maybe make a dream catcher. Maybe, so whatever looks like it's something, there's always something else we can make from it. We have to try to remember that which no longer serves us should fall away, because otherwise we stay stagnant and stuck, and that's just no fun. Freedom, judgment, free to love. Okay, so free to love ourselves, free to love somebody else, free to love life again. Let go of the judgments that we hold ourselves back, that we tell ourselves we're not good enough or no one's ever going to love us. That's not true. We are free to love. But it starts with us. It starts with us. It starts from inside our hearts, our souls, our minds. It starts with forgiveness of ourselves for allowing somebody to do something to us that we didn't like, that didn't feel good, that they shouldn't have been able to do, but because we took their word over our word, or their beliefs over our beliefs, or what we see as power is actually ego or weakness. And so when we see that, and it is inflicted, I was going to say put upon us, but inflicted, because somebody wants to run amok in our lives, whether it be job, whether it be relationship, whether it be family, whether it be outside stuff, like even now, what's going on in this world, right? Everybody has an opinion, and everybody thinks they have the right to voice that, and everybody thinks they have a right to stop somebody else from moving forward, or cleaning things up in our lives. It's got to start with us. Find new ways to think, find new ways to bring some good into our lives, some happiness into our lives, some strength back into us, by finding something new to do, by believing in something new, by asking for help. There goes my thing, you can probably hear it. Yeah. We are free to love, and we are free to be who we are. We deserve that. We deserve to be loved by somebody else. We deserve to love somebody else. We deserve to be loved right. And you know it's right when you feel good. You know it's wrong when it rubs you the wrong way. And love shouldn't rub you the wrong way. Love should encourage. Love should put a smile on your face. Love should make you feel giddy. Love should make you want to be playful. Love should make you want to flirt with each other. Not somebody else. Not calling up somebody else. Not texting somebody else. Not looking for somebody else when you have somebody in your life. Make that work or walk away. Express yourself and communicate what your needs are, what your wants are. And if that person just can't do it, it's just not in them to be playful back. It's just not in them to be passionate with you. It's just not in them to be focused on you and not outside people outside of the relationship that will cause harm to the relationship. So when there are outside influences that take away from the relationship, that is the problem. Somebody not coming inward to themselves, and somebody not coming inward to the relationship. And when we look outside of ourselves for just the peace and the joy and the happiness, and we think, oh, well, if I talk to that person now, they'll make me happy because he or she isn't. They're boring. They're not doing it. They don't. Well, what is it about you that is pulling you away from that person, that is making you not feel whole in yourself, and then not being able to give that to somebody else or share that with somebody else. And so when we don't have that within inside ourselves, we can't give it. Sometimes people don't care and they do things they shouldn't do, like get involved with somebody else when they shouldn't be. But sometimes it's said that they're just lonely. And maybe check yourself, are you lonely? Because if you're lonely, there's a good chance they're lonely. And so what can we do with the ones that we love? Or what can we put into a job to make it feel better? Or what can we put into things with family or friends that make us feel better without taking away from something else? Something shouldn't suffer because of something else. Right? So the gist of it is love your body, be gentle with yourself, be kind, forgive, lighten up, soften up, be playful, flirt, check in with yourself, ask for help from the angels or family, whatever you believe in, let go of fears, know that you are perfect just as you are, shut off that mind, go into the heart, be free of judgment of yourself and of others, and you are deserving of love. We all are. So, and I'll be open to receiving those great things, those gifts that are all around us. So, be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Have talks from the heart. Communicate with others your needs, your desires, your wants. Ask them for theirs. And don't go outside of a relationship. And don't go digging to find other people that don't belong in your life, because you aren't taking the time to do the work you need to do on yourself, or taking the time to do the work that you need to do within a relationship. By all means, if it's toxic, walk away. Not saying that, but I'm just saying when things start to get a little boring in whatever it is, don't just always go leap for something else. Check in first with yourself, what you can do to help yourself, make yourself feel better, and what can you do maybe to nurture yourself and nurture the relationship and or job or whatever it is. But yes, by all means, if there is something toxic going on, walk away. Been there, done that, did that. Won't go back again. So be kind, be loving to yourself. Forgive yourself for the things that you need to do. It's not the end of the world to leave a toxic relationship. It could be the end of the world staying in one. And I don't know why I'm saying all that, but somebody needs to hear it. Somebody needs to hear it. We're finding out really quickly that life is too short. Right now, life is too short. Look at all the things we've missed out on. We missed out on summer. Who'd have thought you'd miss out on summer? And it wasn't because the weather was crappy either. It was because we were told to stay indoors. I was told we couldn't go out. We can't do these things. You can't. You can't. Now we can't even talk to our grandparents. We can't even talk to our parents. Sometimes our kids, whatever. Find ways to connect. Find ways to connect. You know what? I just heard and I just saw this. Write a letter. For God's sake, these phones that we use all the time, and I'm using it right now, yes I am. But when you're sitting next to somebody and they're on their phone and you aren't even talking, but they're talking to somebody else on there because they're bored, why can't they turn their head and look at you and have a conversation with you? They can scroll through Facebook. They can scroll through other things. We need to put down this stuff that separates us when we're in the same room. We need to appreciate who we have around us, that we have somebody around us. Some people don't. We need to start writing letters. We need to start taking the time to put words down, to speak them, not to text them, to actually feel them in our heart and speak them with kindness, with love. You know, what did we all do before we had phones? What did we all do before we had Wi-Fi and internet and computers? We went out and played. We communicated. We talked. We made an effort to talk and communicate with the person we were with. We actually went camping. We actually went and did things in summer. We went for walks. Now what do? We sit on our phones. It's a nice day outside. Look at the sun is shining. Oh, go get some vitamin D. Get your butt outside. I don't care if it's standing on your deck, having a barbecue with you and yourself and whoever you might live with. Communication. Bring love back. Put down the phones. Turn them off. If the world ends and blows up, there's nothing you can do about it, even though you're tweeting about it. Right? Yes, there's communication that we need to know what's going on. Yes. But not 24/7. We are losing families. We are losing time with our kids. We are losing time with each other, with the person we picked and chose and said, I love you, so I want to live with you. I want to marry you. We're losing. We are losing time with people that we love because one, either we're afraid to pick the phone and tell somebody, or two, we're too busy on it, not paying attention to the one that's sitting beside us. That's the truth. My biggest pet peeve is being in a room with somebody that I want to talk to or be with. And I can't because too much time on the phone. Biggest pet peeve. Losing time with somebody that I want to get to know. And I made a conscious effort to find. And I can't speak to them. So, find something that you love to do. Communicate with those that you love, yes, definitely. I'm not saying don't. I'm saying do. But start with finding your own happiness, making that, and what's meant to be will be, and what's meant not to be will also be that. So, love and honor yourself first. First card that came out, love and honor yourself. Honor yourself, honor your body. Take care of you. If somebody doesn't want to spend time with you, that's a message. And sometimes we have to listen. Sometimes we have to change that. So I recently talked to somebody who's going through something really big, and I love her dearly. And I don't know if you're going to see this or not, but if somebody's not willing to give you time, maybe they're not worth it. Maybe they're not worth it. So take care of you, take care of your family, and ask for guidance, ask for God and the angels to help you, and know that you're loved, whatever your journey is. And the person that I talked to today, I really hope that you love yourself enough to allow yourself to be the you that you are. Beautiful, gracious, loving, sweet, and so worthy of any man that you find should see that in you. And if they can't, they're not worth it. They're not worth it. So honor and respect yourself. From Kimberly at Gypsy Soul Happy Heart, saying, I love you. God bless. Take care. And I'll see you again. Bye.